Hey, I'm Steph, and welcome to the Edge Innovation Series for developers. For those of you who are new here, this is a reoccurring series where we give you updates on tools and resources from Intel to help Edge developers like you self-enable in your innovations. Today, we're swapping out our usual co-host, Ragesh, for Stewart Christie. He's an artificial intelligence and IoT evangelist for Intel's developer enabling team and is doing some amazing work around Intel's AI for Workforce initiative as an AI faculty member. So Stewart, thanks so much for being on the show with us today. And I see you have another guest here who has been named Bad Hair Barbie, as I remember you saying. So please show her off for us.
Yes, indeed. This is Bad Hair Barbie. She's Roomba based. You can't quite see it below the table. An Intel PC, a 3D camera, and then the Barbie sort of headpiece on top. And we can control her using a PlayStation Bluetooth controller. She runs the robot operating system, so a ROS robot is what she is really. But we take her out to high schools and colleges for demos and for fun.
There's a lot of cool projects like this going on at the AI for Workforce program. So tell me more about this initiative. You know, what's it aimed to do?
So the program aims to prepare current and future workers with key skills in AI. The AI for Workforce program launched last year in the US, and we've got partnerships with governments and community colleges. And at the moment, we've got 31 schools in 18 states that joined the program. It's got professional training for the school faculty, implementation guidance. Intel provides a lot of the content. We've got like 225 hours of teaching content. And some of them are pre-packed courses that they can just sort of deploy directly to the students.
I want to put this photo up of you to show everyone what you've been up to out in the real world. So this was taken at the Chandler Gilbert Community College AI Incubator Lab opening event. And you're actually standing here with Odie Harris, who is the City of Chandler Council member in Arizona. And it looks like he is interacting with an AI demo that was featured at the event. First of all, that's awesome that you're getting great participation from the city's leadership there in Arizona. But I'd also love to see the demo you're actually showing him.
This is actually what it was based on here, so I'll show this up to the camera so we can get a couple of shots.
Ah, cool.
So Odie was quite surprised at the size of the device because it wasn't running on a regular PC. It was running on this sort of, it looks like, you can see it's got Lego compatible bricks and everything on it. So the whole PC and pieces in there. One of the studs has got a camera in it, and the whole artificial intelligence piece is running on this Intel chip, the Intel Movidius device. We call it the NCS2. So we're running YOLO v3. It's a very common object detection demo, and it was detecting all the people in the room, all the chairs, all the TV monitors in the lab. And then we had another demo that was popular with the faculty, and it used OpenPose to detect a hand. And it counts the number of fingers that people were showing. And you can run this on a camera, or you can run it on the Edge device, or you can switch between the two. So you can detect the palm on one device and then the fingers on another.
That's awesome. So with the community colleges, how do they go about joining this program? Where can they learn more about getting started?
So they can email AI_workforce@intel.com to learn more about joining and more about the offerings of the program. And Intel's also joining with the American Association of Community Colleges and Dell Technologies to enhance this sort of program as well. So we're trying to bring it all to 50 states by 2023 as part of this Intel's AI for Workforce program.
That's great that it's growing so much. And, you know, from what I understand as well, you actually have a hand in creating some of the courseware that's available already free online. And, you know, those courses are similar to what you'd see or teach in an AI workforce class. So where can developers go to take these courses?
Yeah, they can head over to the Intel Learning site where there are tons of courses around AI that you can take. And then there are some new classes that we just pumped up there, 3 different ones. One for TensorFlow integration, one for ONNX Runtime, and then one that I just completed, which shows you how to take a data set and retrain a simple model using a Jupyter notebook.
Very cool, Stewart. So thanks so much for joining us today.
Hey, thanks for having me.
So we have a couple of announcements I want to share before we say goodbye for the day. For starters, the OpenVINO integration with TensorFlow version 2.0 is live. It just takes 2 lines of code and you can get increased model coverage, updated performance optimizations, support for Windows 10 64-bit pre-built images on Docker Hub and Azure Marketplace, and TensorFlow serving support. Next, OpenVINO Execution Provider for ONNX Runtime version 4.0 release is now live. With this new release, we've added Red Hat Enterprise support, ONNX Runtime version upgrade to 1.11, and much more. And finally, there are some great new features on the Intel DevCloud for the Edge. Here are some highlights. You can now import and securely launch Helm charts, Docker Compose images, and containers on Intel hardware in the new Kubernetes environment. Explore, edit, and test OpenVINO Toolkit applications with Jupyter Lab. And optimize AI models with the improved OpenVINO Deep Learning Workbench and evaluate the noise suppression, time series forecasting, TinyYOLO v4, and neural network compression samples on a variety of Intel Edge nodes. As always, you can access all of this info in the links, and make sure you come back next time where Ragesh and I demonstrate how OpenVINO integration works with TensorFlow, demoing some cool use cases and a few exciting new things Intel is doing around the space. Thanks for watching. Bye.